I went for a walk to the toilets, came back. One of my friends had actually punched one of his friends in the face. And then I had to grab my friend and we kind of had to, we kind of get lost real fast.
I've been arrested many a times and yeah, it's not a good experience, like being in the back of a dog box and waking up in hospital not knowing what happened. It's just horrible.
She got so drunk one night, she had sex with 3 different people.
If the drinking age was lower than 16, I'd be drunk right now talking to you.
On Friday night in Kilburn was established from funding from the Department of Health and Ageing from the National Binge Drinking Strategy as a part of their community level initiative. We've taken the funding and over 2 years been able to establish the project in the community with young people, not only in Enfield High School but in the Kilburn Blair Athol Community Action Group as well. We've run youth drop-ins both on Wednesday, Thursday evenings as well as even Fridays after school in Kilburn to really give them something to do.
At the beginning of the program, we found it was important to engage young people who were perceived as the leaders within the community by the other young people. We called them our peer leaders, and we took them into workshops and trained them up, so they would attract the young people. They came from different diverse cultures and had different ages, ranged from 15 up to about 20. They came from different backgrounds as well. They had different talents and different skills. And what they were able to do was then go out into the community and engage the young people who respected them and bring them to engage in our programs. Kids don't always instantly trust. It takes a long time before they trust, but they'll trust their own people first. And that's what we use. We use their own peers to engage them and get them involved in the programs. And it was great.
Particular examples of I guess, success that we've come across, the first being a young Indigenous student who has these amazing skills in aerosol art and urban art. He's actually taken the initiative to start mentoring young people. So what we've done is we've treated him as a peer leader to be a mentor, a positive role model for other people around the school and in the community.
I think it's good to work with these kids, so they can get good jobs. It's a good way because a lot of people around the world have gotten into graphic design and other artworks through graffiti. And a couple of people that I know have gone into graphic design and have really been successful through graffiti, and that's how they got their foot in the door, and also other art forms as well. And these guys here, they see what I'm doing and they see it as art and they respect that. And I think that that's good, and I see it as a positive thing, not a negative thing.
Teaching music isn't really all that we do in the music class. It's arts in the community is what we're calling it, and I also work with the Aboriginal students here and the refugee students, and I teach young mums on Wednesdays. So I've got a pretty diverse role and have the opportunity to work with lots of different kids and adults as well.
I like coming to music. It's like the only lesson I actually like to come to because I get to play music. It's what I do. It's what I love. If I'm having a bad day, I can play some really angry, mean-sounding stuff.
Being creative, I think, is important because you can see that is catering for all people. I'm finding, for instance, say with the T-shirt designs, that's catering for students that are really good with designing. With the band, they are having a chance to perform and to record. Solo artists as well, you know, they're getting a chance to write original songs and actually do it in a critical kind of way. We've got a drummer who's really keen to do a drum battle at the youth festival. It's a chance for him to showcase that sort of stuff, but at the same time learn all these different things leading up to it about anti-binge drinking.
Well, we're doing a project at the moment that's helping with the awareness of alcohol. We're writing a few songs and doing some advertisement like merchandise, T-shirts, posters, stuff like that. I think we're doing a pretty good job at the moment of advertising about young drinking, like youth drinking, and how it's not always the best idea.
So the benefits of an interactive program like OFNIC are, well, there's a number of them. For instance, getting the opportunity to meet different people that are willing to come in to do different workshops, and there's benefits because, you know, this is not a typical, I don't think it's a typical classroom situation where you're dictating as a teacher and you know, it's more about their involvement, their input, their ideas, their experiences, all put into something that, you know, they can look back on and think, this is what I've been able to do.
The OFNIC program has had a great impact on the young people in the area, and its sustainability long after the program has been recognised now with our re-engagement of the kids back into their high schools and with them in getting involved in our youth employment programs. It gives them that sense of self-esteem, that sense of self-worth, makes them think about other people rather than themselves all the time. And the kids now looking at themselves and saying, yeah, I can achieve a lot more than what I thought I could do.
With the creativeness and the creative aspects, it really does provide something different for the young people to get motivated about. Motivation is the key to working with young people. These young people, for the first time, sometimes students who have never passed a single SACE unit, have actually been enthused to do something outside of the ordinary, and at the same time, not knowing that it's a form of education in itself.
You know, if I could get into some sort of, like, maybe get some sort of like degree in music, or, you know, probably go to like TAFE, do a course, get some sort of like certificate and get a good job, make some money, doing what I love.
I think OFNIC has been good, you know, because, you know, a lot of kids, you know, have been, you know, coming to school, you know, instead of wagging, you know, through the music room, you know, just being really positive, you know, keeping, you know, us, you know, kind of out of trouble in certain ways, you know, but nothing we can't handle, you know, but, you know, definitely doing positive things with us, you know, getting us involved with each other, you know, working in, you know, different areas of possible careers.
Alcohol is, well, you've got to be realistic. It's something that's out there, and kids are going to experiment. It's important for the kids to know about it because, and the risks and stuff involved, because especially now, I mean, I was in the country, but here in the city, it's very accessible for kids to get into, and it's really important that they know what's going to happen.
A lot of young people in the Kilburn, Blair Athol areas have been disengaged from the local high schools, from local primary schools. These workshops and opportunities have given them the chance to work on something that they may not have necessarily had the opportunity to do. So by being able to learn how to DJ, by being able to learn how to speak publicly, they have more opportunities to take after the project. There's a bit more sustainability involved. Also, what we're doing is not only are we educating them about binge drinking, but we're creating opportunities and pursuing their pathways for further learning.
You know, through you guys, you know, you helped us put our foot in the door again, you know, and then we just decided to push through, and we did what we needed to do and probably plan our future from that. You know, something like that.
that bleed.